APGG her. So today we're working on a 12 by 12 clay board panel. There is a list of ingredients in the description box below for your curiosity. Also, this is for Conroe Art League donation that will go towards our student awards shows and stuff like that. There will be a live and silent auction. That information is also below in the description box if you happen to be watching this before the end of February 2020. If you're watching this after February of 2020, everything is sold. It's the way it goes. I will put a link below to the live or to the silent auction. It's online auction. I don't know how it really works, y'all, but I'll put a link to it as soon as I am able to get a link to it. So with the clay board, we painted it with black gesso, and now we're going to put on some Grumbucker modeling paste. Trying to line it up. Everything's 12 by 12. Scrooching it around. And this is real time right here in this section, y'all. I will speed it up again in another minute. But right now this is real time to let you see how slow I was actually smooshing it on there. Now you do want to be careful and you do want to move slow, because now I've sped it up. Okay, because you don't want this scrooching out underneath your stencil, y'all. And I'm going to smooth it out, and then we're going to have the reveal. Wait for it. Real time, back in real time now. And boom! Ta-da! Oh, I love it, y'all. I love it. Love it. Except I wanted it to be more opaque. It didn't dry totally opaque in all areas. And I'm discovering that the back of that stencil, it's a sticky back stencil. I didn't know that, y'all. But I left it on there. I painted over the whole thing with the black gesso again. And now I'm going to put on some more of the Grumbucker modeling paste. Only this time I'm putting some white paint in it. Not a lot of white paint, just a little white paint. Y'all saw how much put in there? Well, and I had extra modeling paste left over, but I wanted to make sure I had enough, because there'd be nothing worse than having just a little bit more to do and you ran out. Okay? So, yeah. So I'm putting it on my squeegee, because for me that's what works for me. And I've lined my stencil back up to the prior modeling paste that was on there. So now it's actually going to even be thicker, which I really liked it. And again, I'm going slow. That was real time, and I'll probably speed it up here again in another 5 days. Something like that. Now, y'all, there's a lot of drying time in this. I did not use heat gun on this. Okay? Because it's a piece of fine art, y'all. It's fine art. And it's getting sold to the public. Okay? Cross fingers somebody will buy it. I love it. Speeding up makes me real happy. So my original intention was to use multiple colors on here, but once I saw my paper clay formed door, here we go. Here we go. Ta-da! I only have a few places that smooshed underneath, but we'll fix that in a little bit. Anyway, I have a paper clay door that I've already done. It's dry. I didn't show it to you. You know, that's how it goes. So I already had an idea, and I ended up loving it with just the black and white. That, yeah, it's black and white, y'all. Well, you saw the thumbnail. You knew that. You already knew that. So now I'm kind of drawing out, messing around with how I want the swirly thing in the background to be. You know, if you could think of a ribbon floating out in space or something. So that's what we're doing. Those are some texture pebbles that I got on clearance. My boyfriend Clarence. From the Hobby Lobby, and I've had them for a couple of years. Okay, they're Brie Race. Oh, I have such a hard time with that. Anyway, that's what they are. Now I'm using a piece of baking parchment. I think it's silicone coated. Nothing sticks to it, y'all. Nothing. And I have some iridescent medium there that I want to paint my texture pebbles with. But I don't want them to be all clumped up and stuck together, y'all. Okay? I know. It's an experiment and it worked. So I'm going to get all those off my brush and I'm smooshing them around. And then I'm going to let them set for a little bit and then I'll smoosh them around again, and I'll just keep doing that off and on until they're dry. Because I don't want them stuck together. That's my plan. And it worked. Look at them. I'm going to try to show you if you can see it, the coloration difference. It is slightly different. They weren't actually white. They were slightly off-white to begin with. So, I mean, there's that. So it's just a little different. And they are different sizes. And I'm letting those, while those were dry, and I'm not letting them dry, they are dry. While those were dry, and I came back and I fixed the few little spots that smooshed out underneath the stencil. And I'm using a really thin liner brush and the same black gesso. The reason I really like black gesso is because it is flat. Okay, it's flat. Don't worry, I'm off screen. I'm gonna get it fixed any day now. It'll get fixed. Just hang on. There we go. Whoo! More butter. I had zoomed in, and y'all know when I have issues zooming in and zooming out that I get lost on where I'm supposed to be. So I might be off screen again in a minute. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. That is Vivid Metallics, Ultra Vivid Metallics Silver, and it is amazing. One coat, it's done. But I did 2 coats because I had some edges that weren't quite right. So. And I'm doing the mail slot, the doorknob, the door knocker, and then up around that window up there with silver. And this is the paper clay door. It's already had a coat of white gesso. No. Yeah. And white paint. 2 coats of white paint. Okay? Plain old white, titanium white paint. Ingredients in the description box below. For your curiosity. And now I'm taking my iridescent medium and I'm going to fill in the window part, or what I decided is the window part of the door. And I put a couple of coats of that on there. I'm trying to show you close up in a regular speed. And I went over the door at some point with gloss medium. I don't know if I show you. This is matte varnish. Okay? Matte, because I want it matte, not Matthew McConaughey, but matte. And now I'm using my little swirly thing to put on some gloss gel. Okay, and portions of this video have been sped up for everybody's convenience, because you don't want to be here all day, do you? You don't. So I'm putting it on there, and then I'll start sprinkling on those little texture pebble thingies that we painted. See them things? Only I decided I need to not put them on there when the template's on there, because it's just got, that gel is everywhere, all over it. So we're going to go ahead and put some on the gel on this part. Had something in it, I don't know. And I'm putting it what I thought was kind of thick, but I guess it wasn't so thick. Now you do need to be a little careful with the gloss gel. It will dry clear unless it's so thick that the top layer dries and it can't dry underneath. Just saying, it might stay a little cloudy. So I'm putting my pebbles on, and this dries overnight, y'all. I put them on there, and then I smoosh them down a little bit with my finger. See me tapping it down with the pad of my finger. See right there? And they're in there pretty good, I thought. So later on, when I came back and they were dry, I touched them, and some of them started falling off, and I'm like, oh no, we can't have this. Can't have this, because this is a fine piece of art, y'all. I can't have these things falling off. So I'm going over the top of them. I have a small brush. It's I don't know how soft it is, y'all. I would lie. I don't know. And I'm going over it with the gloss gel on top and smooshing it around and inside. And if there was too many holes there, I dropped a new pebble in the little thing. So while that gel is still wet, I decided to put these little silver tiny BB things on there. I'm sure they have an official name in the ingredients below. And I put them in all those areas, and those are all just rolling all over the place because they're not dry. I can't smoosh them down so much. Have to wait for it to dry pretty good because, like I said, the gloss will dry clear, but you got to let it dry. So I let that dry, and once that got dry, I'm going in with some glitter glue there. I know I could have used stickles if I'd have had stickles, but I don't have them. I got that. And putting that in there, and it's just making little glittery stuffs. As you can see, there's quite a difference between the shiny and the matte. Okay, and I like that. I like that a lot. So now we're coming to the door. Oh, here's where we put the gloss varnish on the door. And yeah, gloss varnish on the door. That's what we're doing. Slow, real time. I don't know what I'm doing. Well, gloss varnish on the door. That's what we're doing. And now we're buttering the back of the door with the gloss gel. And we're going to stick it onto our clayboard top. Okay. Gotta wipe that off my hands because I just got it everywhere, y'all. Put my sleeve in it, and I'm just like, what is going on? And I keep thinking, don't drop it, because y'all know I get the dropsies sometimes. So here we go. That's why that little empty spot was there. It's not as crooked as it looks in this video. It's just teeny tiny crooked. Don't get a ruler. So after this, I laid a piece of my no-stick baking parchment on top, and I set a heavy book on it overnight. And here we go, photo montage. So happy. I hope whoever purchased it is happy. I hope someone purchases it. If not, I'll buy it because I loves it. Thanks for watching. I appreciate your kind comments, your valuable time, your subscriptions, your thumbs up. If you haven't done so, I'd like to invite you to subscribe at this time. Click the bell for notifications, y'all. Thanks for watching, and happy arting, y'all.